Fortnite Chapter 6 might have just saved us from the mess that the storyline was turning into. From the weird Chapter 4 lore to the even weirder Chapter 5-1 to Remix. Why do you even exist? Chapter 6 just revealed that Remix was just a dream and it was not real, so we can all just rest. We can no more dreaming, no more dream, it's gone, we're free, oh my god. Which is exactly why he saved the Fortnite lore before being shot by Epic Games dead, put into like 1,000 feet under the rusty ground. But another more important reason why this chapter is saving the storyline is the fact that the original story plots left off from chapter 3 and chapter 4 are finally coming back and being continued again. Things like the Fox Clan, the River Guard, the 0 Point itself, and the realities in the chapter 4, what they were, and even the last reality themselves, and so on. Basically, the actual Fortnite lore is back, and oh boy, you bet that Professor Lore is gonna get just high on this amount of lore, enjoy this peak, and teaching you the entire storyline of this chapter 2, of course. For that, we first need to understand how we even came here. Well, apparently chapter 5 was not inside of reality 0. It actually was an island on a whole planet that was within a Greek theme reality. That's being exactly why Midas used his ship to sail into a much bigger world, as he said. Basically to a real country on that planet. And how Megalodon also used his ship to sail onto here. There is basically no ending edge onto this world, kind of like how chapter 3 and chapter 2 had. This is an actual planet. And the same thing goes for chapter 6 as well. Seems like that within chapter 4 we were told that last reality is coming to kill all of us. So Dr. Stone thought of a way to save us all by throwing all of us into a new reality that is not reality 0. That happened thanks to the Big Bang, and everyone on the chapter 4 got thrown either onto the Greek world or Lego or the racing and so on. Then within this Greek world we met Hope, who became the student of Jones. She wants to protect us just like how Jones does it. And she also gained the power to predict the future through drawing art, thanks to her ancestors being Greek gods. But another weird thing about her is talks about her having a past life, and within it she was said to have a cat friend. Well, before chapter 5, Hope was actually meant to be an unseen member from the Mega reality, one which we see traces of on the chapter 5 map, and the cat friend talked about here should also be this cat in the Battle Pass. The exact reason behind why she has a cat design theme, which would explain why her music theme was in Japanese as well. But basically, Hope found Pandora's box and figured that its energy is evil. Then once that was done, she learned this energy is connected to something much bigger than what we saw, something much worse. So Hope and Jones together plan traveling into new realities where they can possibly learn and find the source of Pandora's magic through them. And I exactly might know what the source of it and everything is, but I'm not gonna tell you right now. You think this like huge massive like fury I'm gonna tell you right now? Ha! Keep dreaming, you're gonna watch till the end of the video, and you will watch till the end of the video so you see the fury. Also subscribe. Thank you. That's where the first travel destination is chosen to be Reality 783, also the chapter 6 map. But before they reached there, we had the remixes, and that made me and Hypix have a whole beef together, leading into trending into Twitter for a whole week and becoming the only thing that the community were talking about, telling me to kill myself. I will beat you. I will beat you up and then throw you into the 6th reality. Apparently the remix season was just a dream that we experienced. Exactly how the Ariana Grande event was also just a dream that the last reality made us go through. One used to scan our memories. Another connection is how both times getting sucked into a dream happened with a weird rift opening. And both times they had this weird portal thingy within them, so yeah, thankfully that means that no, Midas was not turned into a furry or anything, and Snoop Dogg was not the new Midas, and my beloved chapter 2 story and timeline was not ruined by like going to the past and ruining it by throwing like, I don't know, Snoop. Just ignore that season basically. It did not happen. It doesn't exist. And now through a rift, Hope, Jones, and a couple of loopers have traveled onto Reality 783, an island on that planet. While most of the other people, especially the storyline characters, are still on the chapter 5 map, meaning that one day we will return to it. And oh boy, let me tell you about the chapter 6 storyline. They cooked. It is peak. I love it. And I wanna marry it. Let's first find out what this world or Reality 783 is. This is a planet in a Japanese film reality, one with a magical island on it, again just like the chapter 5 map. And there is even a crash plane on here too, again just like the chapter 5 map. So from this, what I can tell is that in the next couple of chapters, Fortnite is gonna take us through exploring many realities and magical islands on them, ones which are directly connected to each other. And who knows, maybe they're the 5 realities, since for the first one we got Greek. Second Like in this Japanese culture, both which are part of the 5 realities.
But Scyan, this is not the mega reality. Stop making shit.
Shut up! You think that Professor Lore is gonna come here and start yapping about the Fortnite storyline and all of this crazy fury? I'm recording this video while having corona. This reality is not where Mega City comes from, but it's directly connected to it. Every single one of the syndicates exists on here. You can see traces of the unseen syndicate who Hope was supposed to be part of it. He syndicates references all over the place, with even TVs showing them off and other Mega members. Then Foxconn is the most important part of this world and its story, and the same thing goes for the River Guard as well, which both of them also have locations on this map. Then there is the exact same bike on the island as Mega, along with many important props from that place. The city location also has the exact same design pattern as Mega, a city near a lake connected to a really cool bridge with grind rails on it. Pretty much I even believe that Mega City was actually made inspired off of this very location. This is kind of like Mega 1.0. Now before you say that this world is much less advanced than Mega was, I can't really fully agree with that, especially this entire place, all of the offices, the workspaces making like bowling things, all of it is run by robots, tiny little itty bitty robots.
Your soul is mine.
But I also have an answer to why this doesn't look as crazy as Mega. That being, I actually believe that this was the original Mega reality before the other one, reality 16 or 15 or whatever we got. This is where all the peace, unseen Foxconn and mostly everyone from the Mega reality belong to. But very dark things have said to have happened here. Destruction and deaths. The entire world nearly being destroyed, which I believe it caused the Mega reality people, most of them, to abandon their original reality and instead find a new home and reality, which turned out to be whatever the Mega reality is, reality 15, 16, I don't know. But since Mega and so on were also destroyed thanks to the chapter 4 map, all these people were now forced to return onto reality 783, where I believe to be now the actual part of the 5 realities. So the other reality 15 Mega reality, that would be kind of the replacement. That goes shoo. This new place we got 783, this joins in as one of the 5 realities. There you go. We fixed it. I hope I explained that well, but now it's time for the actual storyline within this season. Starting with talks about an ancient war that nearly killed everyone here. This world used to be very peaceful and it was a bridge between history and culture. Then the more modern side of it, like it always has been. There was a person on here who learned of ways to create magical masks, and if you wear the things he created, it will give you crazy powers. Through that, he first made masks connected to a spiritual fox that allow connections and use of a very powerful pink power. This began the creation of the Fox Clan, who was said to be a very powerful faction within this world. But then suddenly everything turned really dark. The person who created the Fox Clan mask grew hungry to create even more powerful things. But the only way to do that is studying darker, more evil or even demonic connected magic. He still took the risk and created things like this Fox Clan Dark Mask, or possibly the mask that Fate uses, the Void and Fire Mask, this other one, and much more. The powers of the Dark Mask began right away corrupting the entire reality 783 as demons also began taking over this world. Then as a war started, which River Guard was a big part of, and this war was about killing every single person who uses any mask connected to magic, then breaking their mask and fully getting rid of this evil. This is exactly why 99% of the Foxconn faction gets completely killed off, especially by the River Guardians, as their masks are broken and gotten rid of. The other people with the mask were also killed, and every demon or once corrupted by them were vanished into the spirit realm through these dragon portals. At that moment, the family of the person who created this mask also took all of the recipes and information regarding how to make more of this mask and destroyed all of them. So ever since for centuries, dark magic was completely gotten rid of and no one was able to make new masks anymore, and the remaining Foxconn members went into hiding so they don't get killed, as their members slowly grew larger again thanks to Drift, the real life person, joining them because of a mysterious person secretly giving him a powerful Foxconn mask. Then also Stray joining in too, who used to be the brother of River Guard's Empress. He probably felt bad about how bad these people were killing and destroying the Fox Clan and wanted to help them rebuild. That's pretty much it about the history of this world and the great war that happened on it, which you can see remains of within a battlefield at a forest which is cursed to be stuck within daytime or nighttime, depending on the glow on this door. Now fast forwarding to this current season, Hope and Jones together have arrived on Reality 783 to try and find connections onto Pandora's box, but with them we also see a piece of 0 Point itself getting getting rifted onto this world, crashing here, causing the looping experience to also happen on this island. That's why Twin, there is a chunk of 0 point in chapter 5 too, being why that place also was looping. Now before I explain everything about that, those extremely dumb, super duper stupid, dumb, mega giga dumb, just extremely dumb trailers in chapter 5 that mix up like gameplay and the storyline trailer into one single garbage, disgusting, horrible ew. Well, those things, they're gone. Dead. Now look at this beauty, an actual Fortnite storyline trailer at the start of the season.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
The 0 point apparently was turned into many pieces thanks to either the chapter 4 pagified form of it, or whatever we did within Big Bang. The chunks are now landing within many different realities, which makes me think we probably will have to reforge this thing in a future storyline plot. While there is a secret place on the map right now with a telescope and props from Valeria's room, well, if you remember, Valeria was really into looking at the skies and the stars with telescopes. And she was also studying the 0 points within chapter 5. So maybe Valeria herself will be the one to reforge the 0 point, who knows. But I genuinely think that either way this is done by the last reality is part of their plan. Because doesn't it feel weird how the pieces are crashing directly into the extremely important worlds that matter a lot to the origin of Fortnite? And how right when this thing crashed into reality 783, its energy is said to bring back the same magic that nearly destroyed the world centuries ago, turning on the spirit realm portal. As really the demons also knew that this was about to happen, so they were waiting for it on the other side of the portal. Almost like all of these were already planned by a brilliant faction. And why do I believe that to be the last reality? Well, talking about the spirit realm, me, Mr. J, and Tater were the only people to take the spirit realm lore seriously in Fortnite. I even talked about how important it is in this video. Basically, it's the realm of souls and spirits within Fortnite. It's somewhat of an afterlife and it's shared or overlaps every single reality, and they all go to the same place but different sections of it. This realm also now is said that only demons can cross into it from other realities, so no living people are allowed to go through these portals. But why am I exactly bringing this up? Well, as I have explained before, the spirit realm is heavily manipulated and abused by the last reality. They even created sideways borders trying to not let anyone except themselves connect into this world's energy, because there is something really important about here. If you connect into a spirit realm energy, you have the chance to be shown visions of the future, and that should be exactly why the last reality tried not to let us connect to this world, or they even used it to see the future themselves. So now that we remember, the last reality loves this world a lot, and this season's entire storyline is about the spirit realm why they were prepared for the 0 point to crash onto here. I 99% believe that the last reality is for sure behind all of this, and there is a big reason for that, which again I'm gonna explain in the end of this video, so keep watching. For now, check out my Patreon link in the description if you want to support my channel so I'm able to make more videos talk about the Fortnite lore and everything like that. Or now a new way to support the channel. Do you see this like hoodie I've been wearing to this like whole video? I know it's dark, you probably can't see it well, but like there is also something on the back of it. Give me a second. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but if not, here you go. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It's a really cool hoodie. Or not just that, you can go check everything. There is so many different stuff. Both links in the description. Support the channel. I'm gonna go poor. I'm gonna go homeless. Help me! As we said, the crashing 0 point shard returned the vanish evil magic onto this world, allowing demons to come back onto here, along with some remaining masks from the past like this fire one, or a void mask which uses the realm among all realms as a way to teleport you around, or make you go invisible and so on. Now talking about the realm among, that's again where the last reality while ago was teased to come from, so yet again even more connections to them mattering in this chapter's story. And also don't forget all of the hints we saw about the last reality with and remix, the chrome things, and especially the most important one. Hope feature art like kind of shows the future. She drew like the same TV that teased the nothing in the past, so yeah, the last reality is coming back really soon. But about the demons who have come onto this world, one of them is Shogun X, who is very tall and powerful, that also needed a portal much bigger than the others to be allowed on this world. He's said to be a strong leader and very important on this world because not only he got a POI and statues on here, but also right at this moment he's absorbing absorbing spirits on this world to try and find something through them, as we got 3 main spirits on this world themed around elements. We got the air ones, which look like tired old wise men. I love them. They look so cute, and you can feed them weapons. They're hungry, they go feed yummy. They're so cute. And even cuter, we got like the water ones, and even more cuter than most. Look at the air one. Oh my god. The thing which Shogun is searching for could be the 0-point shard, since it has gone missing or taken. Or it could also be the very thing Hope is here for, which is connected to Pandora's box. But again, we're gonna talk about that one later. Time for the queen herself, who the entire Twitter, everywhere I look, everyone I see, everybody are just simping on her. And honestly, based. She actually has a very depressing and dark backstory, and an extremely cool and powerful boss fight designs, like how she makes like shadow clones of herself, which these things haunt me. They're in my nightmares, because like they keep following you until you look at them. When you look at them, they do nothing. They just sit there looking at you like, hey, you see nothing. And then you turn around, and then you hear the footsteps, and then you turn around, they're following you when you don't look. That reminds me of FNAF. It's said that Nitrous used to be a pretty normal being with a much different life before what she has been turned into now. But ever since the Great Magical War, she was cursed by the demons and has now become a puppet of an Oni. Nitrous now has no control over her life whatsoever, nor she even remembers her past. Her puppeteer controls every single action she makes from now. It's also said that sometimes she remembers some moments of her past, but it's never enough to break her free from being just a puppet. As these demons are taking over again, and more portals will be open soon for even more demons to come in, especially a frozen one that might bring in a very important person. We got 4 characters this season that are constantly fighting demons and killing them. You can even see them fight in game, which is pretty cool. 3 of those are siblings, who are Kendo, Daigo, and Jade. All 3 of them sometimes fight each other over some disagreements, but it is said that they deeply love and care for each other. Kendo wants to become a legendary warrior and guardian who will protect this world from other threats, but sadly he has not been trained by any master and must learn to do this by himself. He also is the one who is helping Hope fit into this place, becoming friends, and even together going after hunting demons. Now we got Jade, the sister who's said to have studied everything about this world and know about it more than anyone else. She is also said to be very smart and someone who can change the future for the better, unless if she dies in the road for how chaotic she is. But more importantly than these 2, we got the oldest brother, Daigo. From him we learn how these 3 come from the family of the same person who built the magical mask like the Fox Clan wants. The other 2 siblings have moved on mostly from wanting to make masks like that, and they're more focused on fighting against the demons. And Daigo is the one obsessed with his family and history. He even has been keeping a family shop of theirs open, selling non-magic version of the historic masks, and this place is famous for the name the Thousand Face. But while everything about here feels normal and harmless from the outside, inside Daigo is dealing with things which is keeping secret from the others. First off, we can see one of the magical evil masks of the past. He has found the broken pieces of this thing and seems to be somewhat repairing it. But more importantly, there is a hidden underground where Daigo is creating tunnels within it. This guy is so obsessed with his ancestors to the point that through here he has been finding many broken pieces of the magical masks. He then used a type of golden liquid to stick these broken pieces together and try to repair them. He wears one of the masks he has repaired, which gives him darkness magic. And this thing even gives him shadow tentacles on his back, which he can use to do things with them. Like for example, using them as extra hands to grab things with them. Then one of the masks which he has repaired is interestingly of a dead Fox Clan member, so he is the only one who somewhat wants to bring back what his family used to create. It's said how Daigo wants to learn how he himself can make new magical masks, and to make that even worse, he tells us how seeing the spirit realm portals has badly made him want to get into that realm and study its secrets, but he also knows how only demons can cross through those portals. So here is Professor Lore's take on what exactly is happening to this guy. Remember how Hope also had an older sister who caused terrible threats to come onto chapter 5? Well, Daigo is also the older person in this family. I really think that he's kind of getting a Valeria role within this chapter, and his interest onto his family's history will doom this entire island within season 2. Exactly what happened with Valeria. So I believe that Daigo is gonna take this broken demonic mask, fix it, and then use it to walk through the spirit portal. And yep, as terrifying as that sounds, this guy is definitely gonna cause some trouble really soon, so keep an eye on him. Now, fun fact of the day before we we're going to explaining Hope and Joe's storyline within this chapter. This entire island's power is generated by a very advanced dam, with a power plant right near it that creates clean energy through the dam and the sleeping volcano near it. At this same place, you can also see Foxconn related sculptures on the mountains, which they look so cool. The graphics, man, I'm telling you, look at the water physics, then look at the graphics.
I'm gonna come.
The Foxconn at the moment live within a location filled with lanterns flying around it, and this place is just filled with Foxconn Easter eggs. They even got their own restaurant on the map, which is pretty cool, and they bring up the peace that was made among them and the river god recently within Chapter 4 Season 2. Now we all have been probably waiting for this. What about Hope and Jones? What are they up to? Well, Twitter thinks that they're smashing and getting married in there because like they're living in the same place and the same bed. I'm like, Jones is like a father figure. He's like a 1,000 years old. He's like the teacher of Hope. Hope is like the student of Jones. You're what? No. Get out! What's actually happening is they took over a building on this world, turning it into their command base. As Hope yet again is busy drawing God, since again her drawings can show visions of the future. As near Kendo, she draws a 0-point shard, which might mean that she's gonna be searching for that thing too. Then she draws these 3 characters, which is an art from real life, representing of speak no evil, hear no evil, and see no evil. Probably talking about how Hope will do her best not to get corrupted by the demons. Then we got this other female character, which I'm not really sure what it means, but most importantly we got this guy. There are statues of this person all over the world on many of the Empire buildings as well. The scary thing is that all of these buildings is found on has a logo, which can also be found on Shogun X himself. They're even on the very locations of Shogun X and Nitro's. So from that I'm pretty sure that this guy is a villain. Maybe he's even the very reason why this great war started. This guy could also be the owner of the mask which Daigo found, and I really think that he might be why so many demons found their way onto this island, especially because again his locations are directly connected to the demons. So Hope drawing him shows how important he will be to the story, and I even believe that he might come through this frozen portal whenever he turns on. But till that happens, both Hope and Jones confirm 2 things. One is the fact that they're focused on finding an object on the island, something that they really don't want to tell any of us what exactly it is, but they give us clues like how this object is very similar to Pandora's box itself. Again, that's the whole reason why they even came to this world. The other thing they say is that the demons also seem to be searching for the same thing they are. So this is gonna be a race of who reaches this power faster. But now this is the very thing I kept telling you that I'm gonna explain is a crazy cool theory. You're gonna love it. Let's go through it. What were we told about Pandora's box energy? We know how he's stronger than even the gods, how he wants to corrupt people and turn them evil. And now we have news of how the power is connected to an energy source which is said to be very dangerous. Then the whole point of our heroes being here is again because they're trying to find the power source. Then also find an object here very similar to Pandora's box, which means that the golden magic was split into many pieces and locked up within different objects, so hopefully it saves everyone's lives from it. Now hear me out, I just talked about how the last reality is definitely coming back to the story really soon, and Fortnite is just using the last reality suddenly everywhere, from Lego to ballistics to like teasing it in remix to even this season, it's just everywhere. What if Professor Lore tells you? I believe that this golden magic was locked up and is evil, because it's directly connected to the nothing itself. Isn't it weird how the strongest being to ever exist never came to destroy us, and instead always sent armies to do its job? Now what if I tell you? That's because the nothing is trapped thanks to the help of couple of realities. A similar idea to how Null was handled within Venom 3. And if you don't know, the nothing was actually made inspired off of Null himself. So here is what I believe happened. The nothing was corrupting many realities and killing tons of people, as it caused bunch of powerful realities to join together, and they created objects that could contain a piece of the nothing within them. One of those objects which turned out to be Pandora's box. They basically hold just a fraction of the nothing's power within them, causing the powerful god to be locked up in a way to make sure he may never escape. That's being exactly why the nothing never ever came to us himself. But Pandora's box just opened, releasing a piece of the nothing. Soon we will find another object here that has another piece stuck within it. The on chapter 7 we probably travel into another reality like jungle, then all found or frozen to find another piece. So once all of these objects are broken or opened, then nothing will finally be free to ruin the world. So that was the crazy wild theory that I was talking about, which hopefully should happen during every season of this chapter and hopefully the other chapters too, and also the return of Dr. Stone as well. But till that happens, we still got demons and masks to deal with. Once which the presence of the mask cursed a huge turtle on the island with darkness. This turtle, because of them, is now stuck on the island while his lover is also missing. So there is a person who is spending his entire life protecting these mystical creatures of the sea and even trying to find the lover of this turtle. But he is also said to be destined on finding a sea dragon as well. But I'm bringing this up because Godzilla is coming to Fortnite, wearing his Jordans to hit the greedy on Fortnite roast bunch of kids. This game is like Godzilla wearing Jordans, hitting the basketball dunk, or just hitting the... What am I playing anymore? The thing with him is that Godzilla is somewhat of a protector as well. He attacks and gets rid of dangerous creatures that cause much more chaos than himself. This collab might be happening because just like the turtle, huge creatures might be coming to the island very soon. And maybe, just maybe, we're gonna see a crazy, scary, huge monster in the end of the season. That within a mini event, Godzilla is just gonna smack and beat them up, just go with his kicks into the mouth, just beat him up, kill him. Talking about big things, I found a creepy face under the waters of the River Girl location. This thing has glowy eyes, so it seems very magical too. Oh, and talking about creepy secrets, I found the same creepy TV from chapter 5 Underworld in the same place as Midas's toilet. While also within a solo modern office, I found Midas related props like the picture of the agency. Again, I'm not exactly sure why these things are here or if they even matter. Okay, before you click off this video and go watch your, I don't know, Scooby-Doo toilet, what do people even watch nowadays? Why is this thing so popular? It's just a head in a toilet. Why does it get so many views? While I was making this video, Fortnite got a huge storyline update, like lots of important things, so let's go through them. In this new update, we'll learn of a secret underground workplace Daigo has created for himself. Apparently, together with Jade, they have learned how to create magical masks just like their ancestors used to. So Daigo gathers spirits, trapping them within these gels. And using those, he also brings in lots of darkness energy, feeding those to this machine which turns it all into dark void magic. And on this circle-like board, he can replicate or create entire new magical masks. Then using it, he already has made 3 magical masks, all of them which can be seen on a new skin coming to the game very soon. So somehow these 2 characters are gonna be connected. And Daigo made this magical mask for her. Then while the machine is making these new things, the darkness energy that is being used flows through this place and begins polluting the air on this location. The thing about this is the purple color and how it's confirmed to be darkness magic smoke. So I can already smell last reality connections right here too, especially since the Storm King just has taken over the Lego reality. These guys are definitely back in the story. Now if you remember, Daigo found broken remains of a very powerful demon mask. Well, my theory on that thing was right, he did try to fix it. And for the same reason of using it to walk into the spirit realm, he used that thing and this machine to create a replicate demon mask. But the sad part is that apparently him and Jade were working together on this without Kendo knowing, as them doing such things caused Jade to get cursed by the demons. So Daigo gave the mask to her as a way to protect her from the demons. But it made things way worse, and she walks through the spirit realm portal with the mask, getting her stuck within that world. Kendo since then has been really mad at his brother and just confused what these 2 are even doing, while from now he's fighting demons all alone without his sister. That's kinda depressing, I'm not gonna lie. Poor guy. Sometimes you can see Jade behind the spirit realm portal and she tries to tell us about the shard. Jade is talking about the 0-point shard which hit the island a while ago, and especially the shard which Hope recently painted, and we know how her art shows the future. So the shard that Hope has drawn is the very thing that Jade wants us to find, which this should be the storyline quest we get right after the Winterfest breaks end. But now you might be confused about like Fox Clan, Drift, Riverguard, Scyan. What the hell are you even yapping about? What are those? Well, my students, you're really lucky because I have this video right here. It explains the entire storyline of Fortnite. This is the best entire Fortnite storyline video ever made. You need to watch this right now.